This tutorial will show you how to manage the main menu on your responsive Unity theme. These instructions apply to all responsive Unity themes in Drupal 7. For questions, please submit a support ticket at support.oneinch.com, or if you are in Basecamp working on a new Basecamp project, please post a new Basecamp message for your project team. And don't forget to watch any other helpful Unity-specific and general topic tutorials on Knowledge Base. To get started, of course, you'll want to be logged into your site so that you have access to the menu. To edit the main menu, regardless of your theme, the main menu is at the top of your site in the header. You'll want to make sure that you have either an admin permission level or an editor permission level to edit any menus on your site. If you have a page editor permissions level, you will not be able to access all of the areas to edit the menu. So again, make sure that number one, you are logged into your site, and number two, that you either have an admin or an editor permissions level. So first of all, you'll want to go ahead and scroll over the menu. You'll notice that a little editing gear pops up for you. Click on that, and that'll drop down a few items for you. If you go ahead and click on list links, that'll bring up a list of all of the links that you have on your site so far. You'll notice that you have to the far left, you have Home, New to Unity, Media, Calendar, and Contact Us. Those are the main or the parent menu links on your main menu that appear at the top right here. Your drop-down links that appear underneath these items are also listed, but just to the right of them. So you'll see that Our History, Spiritual and Social Action, Youth and Family drop down under New to Unity, and so on for Gallery, Sunday Lessons, and News that appear under Media. You'll see that those items, again, drop down for you. It is easy to move any of these items around in here. All you have to do is click on the four-pointed arrow and drag and drop these items where you want them to go. So if you wanted to put Contact Us under New to Unity, all you would have to do is drag it up and under New to Unity and then drag it to the right. So if you want it to drop down in this item, then again, all you have to do is drag it underneath the item that you want it to drop down, and then make sure that you're dragging it to the right a little bit. And then once you're in the drop-down area, you do again have the ability to reorder any of those if you need to. If you want to move any of these items, the parent items, I should say, you can click on that four-pointed arrow and then drag and drop those items where you want them to go. They will move all of the child items or the drop-down items along with that, so that way you don't have to move them one by one by one by one. You can easily hide any item, so potentially if you don't need a home link, you can just go ahead and uncheck that option, and that will, and save configuration, of course, and that will disable the main menu home link. So you'll notice again that it has disappeared. To add it back, all you have to do is go ahead and click the editing gear, choose list links, and then come back and enable it again. You also have the ability to edit any of the main menu links as well. If you click on edit, you can change the title. So if you don't want it to say Our History, again, you can go ahead and update that title. For the path, you don't have to worry about the node. You'll see that it says node/42. Don't worry about that. All that means is that the Our History page is the 42nd item that's been added to this site. We don't want you to have to remember every single number. So all you would have to do, if you wanted Our History, all you have to really do is put in the page name. The page name is anything that appears after the first /. So if you wanted to have history listed for Our History, then all you would have to do is put in history. If you wanted to link your Sunday Lessons page, which is just podcast, then all you would have to do is put in podcast in this path area. Again, you do not have to remember the node for each one of those. You just have to know what page name that you want to go ahead and link it to. So again, if you wanted it to link to your Spiritual and Social Action page, then you would grab anything that appears after the first forward slash. Make sure that you are saving any changes that you make, and then go back to your main menu and check your work. If you delete any main menu items, either in the submenu or on the parent main menu, they do not delete the page that's associated with the item. It just deletes the item off of the main menu. It's easy to add those items back. You have two ways to do that. You can either click the Add Link button that appears above the listing of main menu items and go ahead and add the menu link title, put in the path or the page that you would want this menu link to point to, and then go ahead and save. And then from there, that'll put you back on the main menu listing where you can move around the items and make sure that they are appearing where you want them to. You also have the ability on any page or any item that you create, you'll notice that you have an area under on the far left side under menu settings. You can provide a menu link. The menu link title usually pulls from the title of the page or the item that you are linking. And then you can make sure that it is added to the main menu. And on this page, you actually have the ability to add these items specifically in the main menu to a drop down to one of the other items. So if you know that you wanted this to appear under our history as a drop down under our history, then you can go ahead and add that menu link here. So again, you have two options of adding a menu link. You can do that directly on the menu link page as well as on every single page or item that you're adding to your site. You'll always see this option over here for menu settings. Now, one last thing before we finish. You might be asking, well, what happens if I don't have a editing gear or I can't reach my editing gear or it disappears before I can get to it and I can't get to list links? Well, if that should happen, if you can't reach your editing gear or it disappears before you can reach it, you'll want to go ahead and submit a support ticket. Again, you can go to support.oneeach.com. If you click the help button in your black admin menu, that'll take you directly to support.oneeach.com where you can submit your support ticket. Or you also have an option of, you have a back way of getting into your main menu if you go through structure and menus and main menu. And that'll take you exactly to your main menu where you need to go. So again, you can always go through structure and menus and main menu if you need to get to your main menu and your editing gear does not work. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to submit a support ticket. Our wonderful support team is there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.